One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds.
Ready? Right. All right.
Gonna run it. It's Alchuk. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marked it at the 24. His head is spinning.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Toss to the outside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Florida State! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give is to Miller. That hole closed quickly at pickup of 1 to the 15.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. That's reeled in. It's Miller. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He's going to let it go. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. And the defense dialed up the pressure, and they hit the quarterback, and that led to the pick.
No doubt about it, Reese. Pressure affects the quarterback's accuracy. He just was not able to set his feet on that throw. Ball got away from him a little bit, and, of course, that led to the interception.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Of options on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Simpson. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Might be calling a hot route. They'll toss it to the left. There he goes. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Bought a little time, lets it go. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Can't get him to the ground. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pick up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Big guy smells it, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
Ready. Right. White 29.
Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Unleashes one. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. From the 43. To the air on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Breaks into the open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Ferry. Now sliding to his left. Touchdown Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt, needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The corners are walked up tight. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. At the 45 on its way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Punt is on its way. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to Davis. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets open down the middle. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant.
Turning it on! It's a fumble on the play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
And the Noles have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He'll pull it down and run. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's McCoy. Oh, what a move to get room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 10 over Nevada. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Got his man. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Soft spot in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll go with a quick touch pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Right down the middle. Pulls it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Gets it out fast. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking for the score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Florida State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. On the run, fires downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back and across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Hold and fire complete. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Castellanos. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Pittman. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pulled the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is fine.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Snags it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Fires into the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown Tide.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. the Florida State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He's going to take off. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on third down. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Quarterback making checks. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Fakes the grab on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.